Alright folks, buckle up because this is a wild one. So the other day I'm minding my own business, right? I'm thinking about what monologue jokes to write, maybe scrolling through some puppy videos on my phone, you know, a normal Thursday. And then I get this text from my cousin, let's call him Kevin. Kevin's always been, let's say, adventurous. He's a guy who thinks gas station sushi is a good idea. So he texts me and all it says is, dude, I think there's a party in my stomach and I wasn't invited. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he had some bad tacos, but no. He follows up with a picture that made me say, wow. It looked like a microscopic rave was happening. The headliners were a bunch of tiny worms. Yeah, worms in his gut. So I call him immediately. Kevin, what is going on? Did you eat that gas station sushi again? He's laughing, actually laughing. No man, it's crazier than that. I went to the doctor for some tests. They told me my gut is basically Coachella for parasites. I'm trying not to gag, but I'm fascinated. His gut was home to a whole ecosystem of little critters. Tiny freeloaders who moved in, didn't pay rent, and started redecorating the place. Sounds like a horror movie, right? But here's the kicker. Kevin has multiple sclerosis. And ever since these little guys showed up, he said he's felt different. Better. The most bizarre thing I'd ever heard. Imagine that for a second. You think your body is a pristine palace. You try to eat your salad, you maybe do a little jogging. Then a doctor tells you your insides are a busy bus station for microscopic hobos. And those hobos might actually be helping. It's like finding out the mice in your apartment have been fixing your leaky faucet and organizing your socks. It doesn't compute, confusing, a little gross, but intriguing. This sent me down a rabbit hole, a wormhole. Thank you, I'll be here all week. So, what exactly are parasites? And what's the deal with gut health? Let's break it down. Think of your gut, your stomach, and intestines as a giant shared apartment building. You're the landlord, but you've got trillions of tenants living there called the gut microbiome. Most of these tenants are good bacteria. They're the friendly neighbors who bring you cookies, help you digest your food, and even train your immune system. They're the Ross and Rachel of your internal sitcom. They pay their rent by breaking down that kale salad you bravely ate and turning it into vitamins. They're the good guys, the frontline workers of your digestive tract. Then you have the parasites. These guys are the sketchy roommates you find on Craigslist. They show up unannounced, eat all your food, and never ever clean the bathroom. They are organisms that live on or in a host and get their food from, or at the expense of that host. Basically, they're freeloaders. Some are microscopic, while others are big enough you wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley or your lower intestine. For years, we've been told that all parasites are bad. They're the villains, the jokers to our Batman and Newman to our Seinfeld. And for the most part, that's true. Some of them can make you really sick. But here's where it gets weird. Scientists are starting to think that some parasites might not be villains after all. Maybe they're more like anti-heroes. Let's go back to my cousin Kevin. Picture this. Kevin's immune system is like a super high-strung security guard for his body. With MS, that security guard gets confused. It's supposed to be looking for real threats, like viruses, bad bacteria. But instead, it starts seeing its own body, specifically the protective coating on nerves, called myelin, as the enemy. So this guard, let's call him Officer Franklin, goes into full-on attack mode against his own team. It's a classic case of friendly fire. And it causes all the problems associated with MS. It's like Officer Franklin is trying to tackle the quarterback of his own team because he thinks he's a burglar. It's a mess. So for years, Kevin's inner security guard, Officer Franklin, has been on a rampage. He's been overactive, paranoid, and just causing chaos everywhere he goes. Doctors gave Kevin medications to try to calm Franklin down, to tell him, hey man, chill out, that's just a nerve cell, not an intruder. But Franklin was just too wound up. Then came the Great Gut Invasion, as Kevin now calls it. After a trip abroad where he drank some rustic water, a few tiny, microscopic whipworms decided to move into his gut. Let's call them Rico and Suave. They weren't there to cause trouble, really. So how does this all officially connect to multiple sclerosis? Honestly, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but the science is getting pretty serious. Let's get our lab coats on for a second. Your immune system is your body's defense department. It's designed to be a lean, mean fighting machine. In people with MS, this defense department makes a huge mistake. It launches an attack on the central nervous system, stripping the myelin sheath off nerves. Think of myelin as the plastic coating on an electrical wire. Without it, electrical signals from your brain can't travel properly to the rest of your body. Symptoms appear: fatigue, difficulty walking, numbness. Now, where does the gut come in? Well, About 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. Your gut is basically the Pentagon for your body's defenses. Trillions of bacteria live there, constantly talking to your immune cells, training them, telling them what to do. It's like a 24/7 boot camp. A healthy, diverse gut trains your immune system to be smart and balanced. It teaches it to recognize real threats like a flu virus. Wow, what a ride, right? From gas station sushi to microscopic peacemakers living in your intestines. Science is just the wildest. If you're sitting there thinking, my mind is blown, and I'm also slightly afraid to eat lunch now, then my job here is done. But seriously, isn't this stuff incredible? We're just scratching the surface of how our gut, this whole secret world inside us, controls pretty much everything. Hit that like button right down below. Go on, give it a little click. It tells me you want more of these deep dives, hilarious, bizarre, amazing world of science. It's like applause, but for the internet. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe? It's free, it's easy.